Hi, my name's Shanda Wright, and I'm with ROI Done Right, and I absolutely love putting making the most out of my time, my money, and my energy. So that's what I mean by return on investment, or ROI. And one of the things that has been the biggest breakthrough, I've been having some memories come back. And about a year and a bit ago, I went to a Tony Robbins seminar called Unleash the Power Within. And he talked about self-sabotage. And this one lesson changed my entire life. Have you ever wanted something and not done what it took to get it? Have you ever shot yourself in the foot? Said you were going to do something and then do the exact opposite? Claim you're on a diet and then go eat a pizza? Whatever the thing is, say your business is a priority and then not post on social media or not make a phone call, right? So this is for you. And I just want to tell you, this is a really powerful strategy if you understand the wisdom in it. So we have things that we want, right? What do you want? I want you to make a list of that. So imagine you want success. You want money. You want abundance, right? You want love. You want health. Okay? So you want these things. Whatever you want, they can happiness, joy, whatever you want. So you figure out what you want. Now, the human psyche, the human nature, because all of our instincts were created when we were primal. So the part of our brain that's reptilian, that's the instinct part of our brain. That's the part that wins. Fight or flight, whatever, right? So you can't override adrenaline. It's just a genetic, physical, your body takes over, the instincts take over. So imagine this, right? So you want these things. Now the human nature, the reptilian part of our brain, it actually will avoid pain more than it will seek pleasure. So you have to figure out what you're running away from. What does your body, your mind, your heart believe is painful or worth avoiding? So we say we want these things, which is true. We want them. That's real. But what do we not want? Now, what if you want love, but you fear rejection? What if you want success, but you're afraid of failure? What if you want money, but you're scared of losing money? What if you want these things? What if you're scared of getting got? And the fear of being had or taken advantage of or hurting. Hi, Rob, good to see you. What if you're afraid of those things? That's going to motivate you. You will actively, subconsciously undermine your own success, because the truth is you cannot succeed unless you fail. Success, failure, is a part of success. It's not its opposite. And if you're afraid, if that's what you're afraid of, then you will avoid it more than you will seek it. Then you will seek the opposite. Then you will move towards it. That's why you'll take one step forward and 2 steps back. So imagine you want love and you're afraid of rejection. You're going to avoid putting yourself in a vulnerable position to avoid the rejection. Because what if they see you, hear you, know you, and actually reject exactly who you are? What does that say about you? Does it mean you're unlovable and you're not worthy of love? Right? What's the story there? So the same thing happens with, I want to be healthy, but I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't like things I can't predict. What happens if? I don't want to look silly. I care what other people think, right? So these pain points, the things we move away from, are actually going to be the largest motivator in our lives. So I want you to make a list for yourself. What are you moving towards? And what are you moving away from? And where do they conflict? Where can 2 things not simultaneously match? Now, the things that you move away from, I want you to just change the script a little bit. I'm going to give you one example from my own life. I want to be rich, wealthy, generationally. My great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren will have money because of decisions and changes I make in my life, period. So if that's what I want, but I'm afraid of rejection, I'm afraid of what people think of me, I'm never going to do what it takes to get there, because this is unpopular. Most people are not wealthy. Most people's grandchildren have no idea. Great-great-grandchildren don't even know their name. That's real life. So how am I going to create legacy wealth without doing things that are unpopular? You can't care what other people think. So I sat there and I was like, okay, how can I change that script? How can I shift my perspective about what I move away from? So instead of moving away from other people's opinions of me, I moved away from apathy, Find another word to replace that that's yuckier. For me, if I die in this world, mediocre, apathetic, complacent, and comfortable, that's the worst. I would rather have all of you think I'm crazy, have all of you hate me, be burnt at the stake for being a witch, than be told I was complacent and mediocre and didn't live up to what I could have done, which was real. I could have absolutely, depression almost took my life. And I absolutely could have left this world with my song still inside of me. And I will fight for that. I will run away from apathy more than I will run away from other people's opinions. So go and just spend some quiet time. And what I did is I actually put it on my vision board. And I said, this is what I'm moving towards. This is what I'm moving away from, and here's how I'm gonna switch that script. And then I just read it to myself every day, out loud. I move away from apathy, I move towards success. I move away from complacency, I move towards abundance and wealth. So I move away from excuses, I move towards results. So just having that verbal confirmation, because you have to reprogram your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is afraid of what people think. Your subconscious mind is afraid of failure. You literally will not succeed financially, logistically, emotionally, or in love if you can't break down the walls. If you're scared of being hurt, if you're scared of getting got, if you're scared of what someone might think of you, if you're scared that something might not be, you just can't be. One of the things I love about Gary Vaynerchuk the absolute most is that he's like, I fail like 20% of the time, but I just have so much going on that my wins outweigh my losses. No one even talks about the losses. He's like, I've had major losses, but when I have 80 balls in the air and I drop 20, the other 60 are making me a millionaire. And that's really the goal, is just having that much on the go that each individual thing doesn't have to be the whole thing. So if you're like a salesperson and you've got a list of 5 or 10 or 20 people on your list of prospects to call, you need to make a bigger list, because otherwise each one of those has a big impact on how your business goes, has a big impact on your bottom line. Yeah, the movers, not the ekers. Totally, George. You're so right. So like, just you have to know that you've got enough stuff going on that no one thing has to be all the things. So you don't have to get weird or anxious or caught up in it, because, that's what the diversification concept is about. It's not about having a mutual fund that has 20 freaking things, so the losses outweigh the wins and you make maximum 5 or 10% a year. It's not about diversifying yourself to the point where you can't win total, because you're just spread too thin. It's not about giving one person all your money and they're gonna put it in a couple of different things. It's about having so many income streams that 50% of them could fail and you're still gonna be wealthy. That's what it's about. So whether that's friendships, connections, business opportunities, investments, skill sets, I believe everyone should have at least 2 to 3 skill sets they could go and make 6 figures with. It's totally capable. Anyone can make 6 figures. Not anyone can make 7 figures. That takes skill. That takes a high level. But anyone can make 6 figures. So you just gotta know how. You just need to literally master a skill set. Any expert in any field should be making 6 figures. And if you're not, call me. I'll help you get there. But that's literally real. Any investment portfolio can make 6 figures. All of them. That's literally, it's so possible, as long as they're not crap, right? Like, there's no question. You could be a really good at pumping gas, but it's just not a high enough level skill set. But every human being has the capacity within them to be excellent at something that pays that level. So, you just have to know what you're moving away from, know what you're moving towards from, have so much on the go that it doesn't matter what wins and what losses, so you can just run all out and have enough pieces and enough cards in play that not every hand needs to be a winner, and just give yourself a little bit of grace. I love the analogy that says, how many times would you let a toddler fall down before you would say, you know what, you're just not a walker. You're not a walker. It's not for you. Don't worry about it. Just give up. Have the same level of grace, tenacity, and desire to learn as you would give your 1-year-old a chance to keep walking and a chance to keep being potty trained. You know, there's nobody that's 20 that's still in diapers that physically is capable of getting out of them. So let yourself have that much grace and time. And if it takes you 10 times as long and you fail by half of what your mentors are doing, let that still be enough, because you have other things happening. So with that, I just want to say, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. And whatever it is you're getting, I am cheering you on. I believe in you. I know you can get it. You can be, do, and have whatever you want. And you know what? If you ever feel for a moment that someone else doesn't believe in you, know that I'm here cheering you on, and it doesn't matter if we work together or not. I just want to see you win. So with that, get it.